Let's talk about that little rectangle of glass and metal you're probably holding right now, your phone. You use it to text your friends, doom scroll through cat videos, and maybe order a pizza at 2 in the morning. No judgment here. But what if I told you that same device could be a secret money-making machine? A pocket-sized ATM that spits out cash while you're waiting in line for coffee or binge-watching your favorite show? It sounds like something out of a sci-fi movie, I know. But stick with me, because it's totally 100% real. We're not talking about becoming a bazillionaire overnight, but we are talking about earning real money for that concert ticket, a fancy dinner, or just beefing up your savings account. Think about it. We live in this wild, hyper-connected world where businesses need your opinion, people need small tasks done, and someone out there is desperately searching for that vintage Gremlins lunchbox you have collecting dust in your attic. Your phone is the bridge. It connects you to all these opportunities, turning your downtime into dollar time. You don't need a fancy degree or a corner office with a ficus plant named Ferdinand. All you need is that trusty phone, a decent internet connection, and a little bit of get up and go. It's about being smart with the tools you already have, transforming mindless scrolling into mindful earning. This isn't a get-rich-quick scheme. It's a get-smarter-with-your-time plan. I remember a friend of mine, let's call her Jessica, who was saving up for a trip to see the world's largest ball of twine. Yes, that's a real thing. Look it up. She felt stuck because her regular job covered the bills, but there wasn't much left for her twine-tastic adventure. So she turned her phone into her side hustle sidekick. She started small, filling out survey lunch break and selling old clothes she didn't wear anymore. Slowly but surely, the fund for her quirky road trip started to grow. It wasn't magic. It was just a series of small, consistent actions that added up to something big. That's the power we're going to unlock today. So grab a snack, get comfy, and let's dive into the nitty-gritty of how you can turn your phone from a simple communication device into a full-blown cash cow. We're going to break it all down, step by simple step. We'll cover everything from making a few quick bucks while you wait for the bus to landing, legitimate remote gigs you can do from literally anywhere. Forget everything you think you know about work. We're about to redefine what it means to earn a living, one tap and swipe at a time. The future is here. It fits in your pocket, and it's ready to pay you. Let's get this bread. All right, let's start with the lowest hanging fruit on the money tree. Survey and microtask apps. These are the absolute easiest ways to start earning because they require zero experience. If you can have an opinion and tap a screen, you're hired. Companies are desperate to know what you think about their new potato chip flavor or their latest ad campaign, and they are willing to pay for those golden thoughts. Apps like Swagbucks, Survey Junkie, and Inbox Dollars are your new best friends. You download them, create a profile, and they start sending you short questionnaires. It's that simple. Now let's be real for a second. You won't be buying a yacht with your survey earnings. This is more of a cover your daily coffee or pay for your Netflix subscription kind of gig. The key here is consistency. My advice? Turn dead time into earned time. Got 15 minutes waiting for your dentist appointment? Do a survey. Riding the bus to work? Do a couple of surveys. Waiting for your microwave popcorn to pop? You guessed it, do a survey. Each one might only pay 50 cents or a few dollars, but when you do a bunch, it really starts to add up. Think of it like collecting coins in a video game. Each one is small, but they eventually lead to an extra life, or in this case, extra cash. Beyond surveys, there are microtask platforms like Amazon Mechanical Turk or MTurk. This sounds super technical, but it's not. MTurk is a marketplace for tiny digital tasks that computers can't do well, like identifying objects in a photo, transcribing short audio clips, or checking data. Each task, called a HIT, that stands for Human Intelligence Task, pays a small amount, often just a few cents. But the tasks are lightning fast. You can plow through hundreds of them in an hour once you get the hang of it. It's strangely satisfying, like popping digital bubble wrap that pays you. It's perfect for when you have a spare moment and want to make your brain do a tiny, profitable workout. So here's your game plan for this method. Sign up for 2 or 3 reputable survey apps to see which ones send you the most relevant and best-paying opportunities. Be brutally honest in your profile surveys, because that's how they match you with the good stuff. For microtasks, set a small, achievable goal, like earning $5 a day. It keeps you motivated and turns it into a fun challenge rather than a chore. Remember, this is the ground floor of phone hustling. It's about getting your feet wet, proving to yourself that you can make money online, and building momentum for the bigger opportunities ahead. Every dollar you earn is a win. Look around your room. I mean, really look. See that stack of books you've already read? That bridesmaid dress you swore you'd wear again but never will? The video game console that's been gathering dust since you upgraded? That's not clutter, my friend. That's cold, hard cash waiting to be claimed. Your phone is the ultimate tool for hosting a 24/7 virtual yard sale, and you don't even have to put up any signs on telephone poles. Apps like eBay, Poshmark, Mercari, and even Facebook Marketplace have made it ridiculously easy to sell your pre-loved items to people all over the country. It's Marie Kondo meets the US Mint. The process is so simple it's almost silly. First, find an item you're willing to part with. Next, clean it up and make it look pretty. Good lighting is your secret weapon here. Go near a window, find a plain background like a wall or a sheet, and snap a few clear, well-lit photos from different angles. Then, open your selling app of choice and write an honest, detailed description. Mention any scuffs or quirks. Honesty builds trust. Set a fair price by looking at what similar items have sold for. Hit list, and boom, you're officially an e-commerce entrepreneur. My friend sold his old collection of Funko Pops and made enough to buy a brand new bike. But what if you run out of your own stuff to sell? Don't worry, the fun doesn't have to stop there. This is where you can level up and get into flipping, also known as retail arbitrage. It sounds fancy, but it just means buying low and selling high. You can use your phone to scan barcodes at thrift stores or clearance aisles using the eBay or Amazon seller app. These apps will instantly tell you how much that item is selling for online. If you find a board game for $2 at Goodwill that's selling for $25 on eBay, you've just found a profit goldmine. It turns every shopping trip into a treasure hunt. To be a successful seller, you need to think like a buyer. Package your items carefully. No one wants to receive a broken snow globe. Ship things out quickly, because speedy delivery leads to glowing reviews, and glowing reviews lead to more sales. Apps like Poshmark and Mercari make shipping a breeze by providing you with a prepaid label. You just have to print it and stick it on the box. So start small. Pick 1 or 2 items this week, take some great photos, and list them. The thrill of seeing that your item sold. Notification pop-up on your phone is incredibly motivating. Go on, turn your clutter into cash. Okay, let's move beyond selling stuff and start selling something even more valuable, your skills. You might be thinking, Erin, I don't have any skills. And to that I say, nonsense. Can you write a coherent email? Are you super organized? Do you have a knack for making cool graphics for your social media posts? Can you type really, really fast? These are all legitimate, marketable skills that people and businesses will pay for. Freelancing is no longer just for high-powered consultants. It's for anyone with a skill and a smartphone. Platforms like Upwork, Fiverr, and Freelancer are the digital hubs connecting you with clients who need your help. Let's break it down. Say you're a great writer. You could offer to write blog posts, product descriptions, or even social media captions for small businesses. Maybe you're a secret spreadsheet wizard. You could become a virtual assistant, helping busy entrepreneurs organize their schedules, manage their emails, or handle data entry, all from your phone while you're chilling on the couch. On Fiverr, you can create a gig for almost anything, starting at just $5. You could offer to proofread a college essay, design a simple logo using an app like Canva, or even record a voiceover for a YouTube video. It's about identifying what you're good at and packaging it as a service. Let me tell you about Leo. Leo was amazing at video editing, but he just did it for fun, making highlight reels of his gaming sessions. He thought it was just a hobby. On a whim, he created a profile on Upwork, offering to edit short video clips for TikTok and Instagram creators. At first, the jobs were small, just a few quick edits here and there. But he did great work, got rave reviews, and soon he had a steady stream of clients. He was making hundreds of extra dollars a month by doing something he genuinely enjoyed. He turned his passion into a paycheck, using nothing but his phone and a couple of editing apps. To get started, your first step is to build a killer profile. This is your digital storefront, so make it shine. Use a clear, friendly photo. Write a bio that highlights what you can do and what makes you awesome. If you're just starting and don't have a portfolio, create one. Write a sample blog post, design a few social media graphics, or do a small project for a friend for free in exchange for a glowing testimonial. Start with lower rates to attract your first few clients and build up your 5-star reviews. Once you have that social proof, you can gradually increase your prices. Your skills are worth money. It's time to cash in. So far, we've talked about making money from your phone without ever leaving your house. But what if you want to get out there and interact with the world while still having the flexibility of being your own boss? Enter the world of local gig apps. These are services that connect you with people in your own community who need help with everyday tasks. Think of it as being a friendly neighborhood superhero, and your payment is real money, not just the gratitude of the city. Apps like DoorDash, Instacart, and TaskRabbit let you use your phone to find paid gigs right in your own backyard. Let's start with the big ones: food and grocery delivery. With apps like DoorDash, Uber Eats, and Grubhub, you can get paid to deliver restaurant meals to hungry customers. If you prefer a more scavenger hunt-like experience, Instacart or Shipt lets you become a personal shopper, navigating grocery store aisles to fulfill someone's weekly shopping list. The beauty of these gigs is the insane flexibility. You just turn the app on when you want to work and turn it off when you're done. You can work for an hour between classes or put in a full day on a Saturday. You are the master of your own schedule, which is pretty darn cool. But maybe delivering food isn't your jam. That's where an app like TaskRabbit comes in. This is a platform for literally any kind of task you can imagine. People will pay you to do things they don't have the time, skill, or desire to do themselves. This could be anything from assembling IKEA furniture, mounting a TV, doing some light yard work, or even just standing in line for the new iPhone release. You set your own skills and your own hourly rate. If you're handy, organized, or just plain willing to help, you can become a go-to tasker in your area and build a real reputation for yourself. To succeed in the local gig economy, reliability is everything. If you're delivering food, be prompt and communicate with the customer if there's a delay. If you're building a bookshelf, show up on time with the right tools and a positive attitude. Good reviews are the lifeblood of these platforms and will lead to more frequent and better paying gigs. Also, be smart about it. Track your mileage and expenses, as they can often be tax deductible. These apps provide an incredible way to earn significant income on your own terms, transforming your knowledge of your own neighborhood into a powerful financial asset. Okay, we've talked about all the amazing ways to make money, but now it's time for some real talk. The internet is a wonderful, magical place, but it can also be a bit like the Wild West. There are tricksters and scammers out there who want to take advantage of eager moneymakers like us. The good news is, they're usually pretty easy to spot if you know what to look for. The number one giant flashing red flag is this: if a job or app ever asks you to pay money to get started, run away. Legitimate opportunities pay you, you don't pay them. Don't fall for starter kit fees or paying for a guaranteed list of high-paying clients. Another classic scam is the overpayment trick. This often happens on selling platforms. A buyer will send you a check for way more than the asking price and ask you to wire back the difference. The check will inevitably bounce a few days later, and you'll be out the money you sent them, plus bank fees. A good rule of thumb is to keep all your communications and payments within the official app or platform, whether it's eBay, Upwork, or TaskRabbit. They have built-in protections for both buyers and sellers, so using them is your best defense. Also, trust your gut. If a deal seems way too good to be true, like a gig offering $500 for an hour of simple data entry, it probably is. Now let's switch from safety to strategy. How do you maximize your earnings? The key is diversification. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. Try a few different methods and see what works best for you. You might find you love the thrill of flipping items on Mercari, but get bored with surveys. Or maybe you're a rock star virtual assistant, but don't enjoy food delivery. By having a few different income streams, you can switch between them based on your mood, your schedule, and which one is paying the best at any given moment. It also means if one gig dries up, you have others to fall back on. Finally, treat this like a real job, even if you're only doing it for a few hours a week. Keep track of your earnings. Set goals. Look for ways to improve. If you're a freelance writer, can you take a quick online course to improve your skills? If you're a delivery driver, can you learn the best times and locations to work to maximize your tips and minimize your downtime? A professional mindset, even for a side hustle, will always lead to better results. Taking it seriously is the difference between making a few bucks here and there and creating a reliable, significant stream of extra income. Stay smart, stay safe, and get that money. We've covered a ton of ground, from making pocket change with surveys to building a full-blown freelance career from your phone. It can feel like a lot, I know. You might be sitting there thinking, okay, this is cool, but where do I even start? Don't get overwhelmed by all the options. The most important step is simply the first one. The secret to getting ahead is getting started, and you can start right now, today, this very minute. The goal isn't to do everything at once, it's to do something. Pick one single thing from this guide that sounded interesting or easy to you, and just try it. Here's your super simple 3-step launch plan. First, pick your path. Just one. Let's say you decide to try surveys. Great choice. Your only goal for today is to download one reputable app, like Swagbucks or Survey Junkie, and completely fill out your profile. That's it. Don't worry about earning a certain amount of money yet. Just get the app, get set up, and maybe try 1 or 2 surveys to see how it feels. This small victory will build momentum. If selling stuff sounds more fun, your first step is to just walk around your home and identify 3 things you could sell. You don't even have to list them yet, just pick them out. Step 2 is to set a tiny, almost laughable goal for your first week. I'm talking super achievable. Your goal could be earn my first $5 or list 1 item for sale on Facebook Marketplace. The point of this tiny goal is to guarantee a win. When you hit that goal, you'll feel a jolt of accomplishment that will make you want to keep going. It's about creating a positive feedback loop. Success breeds motivation, which leads to more success. Don't aim to make $1,000 in your first week. Aim to prove to yourself that the concept works. The rest will follow naturally once you've built that foundation of confidence. Finally, step 3 is to commit to a schedule, no matter how small. Maybe it's 15 minutes every day during your commute or 1 hour every Saturday morning. Put it in your calendar like you would any other important appointment. Consistency is the magic ingredient that turns small efforts into big results. That device in your hand is more than just a tool for communication and entertainment. It's a portal to financial empowerment. The opportunity is there, the tools are free, and the only thing missing is you. So go ahead, take that first small step. Your future, slightly richer self will thank you for it. You got this.